I don't think I became a captain once I got given the armband. In my first season when I signed for City, and bear in mind that I was never really bought as a star player or something. But I've always had the same attitude. I've always believed in my own qualities. I've never really been shy or thought of another player as being more than me. And I think way before I even got the armband, I think that I had already this relationship with the team where they would listen if I was putting something forward. And obviously at that time I think it was Carlos Tevez and Kolo Toure who were captain, and I'd been a bit longer than them at the club, so I kind of knew how things were running, and I was just always helping them kind of as a second. And so it was very natural for me when I got the captaincy, because since as young as I remember playing football when I was 6, I've always kind of been this type of person in the team. Answering a lot of questions sometimes where people already know the answer on. Can we have an extra day off next week? Can you please ask the manager? You go and ask the manager. You know that the manager's going to tell you no, but then you kind of get back, you say, I asked the manager and he said no. And this is how you keep people happy, organizing stuff for the team, trying to make sure that probably nobody's forgotten as well, that we give the same attention to everyone. But more than anything else is to try and be a good player for the team. We have the team from Patrick Vieira, the under-21, and quite a lot he comes and asks us and the older players in our team to go and talk to the young players and give them some advice, which we always happily do. It's, I think it's a good work environment because everyone is trying always to improve each other. We train every day, we train really hard. I mean, when we're out on the pitch, if there's a game 5 against 5 or whatever kind of game we play, it's competitive, there's a lot of challenges, and it's almost weird because it's almost like the game that we play at the weekend doesn't really matter. It's about the game that we play now and we need to win it. And if you're in the losing team, there's a lot of people in a bad mood. So I think it's how top football should be. We're all competitive. When I was a kid, 17, 18, as I told you, I was still the same personality. So I came into the dressing room of, at the time, Anderlecht, and I had very strong opinions, and I was, not really shy to say anything. And if there was a group meeting, I was a kid standing up and saying, no, it should be this way. And then later on you realize, you say, oof, I might have been completely saying the wrong things back in the days. And that's how you learn, I think. And obviously I've been lucky to share the dressing room with guys like Patrick Vieira, with at Anderlecht it was then Zetterberg, and the actual manager today, Besnik Hazi. And I've learned a lot from those guys. But the main thing is be calm, take your time, and when you say something, make it count. Yeah, I shout on the pitch a lot, all the time. I shout before we go on the pitch, but if I need to say something, when you shout, it's more to, like, Joe Hart will do it all day, like, come on guys, let's go, and it's more to fire the guys up. So we've got a few guys in the team who can do that really well. That's a really important role, I believe. But there's moments where you have to bring a message across, and when you have to bring a message across, I think you should be calm. Well, there's two things in it. When things aren't going well on the pitch, first of all, you need to try and play better. And then, you need to make sure that you make the team believe that it's not over yet. So yeah, you have to be more vocal then. But I think we have some great players in the team to do, like James Milner. If we lose, whether it's 4 or 5-0, he'll be the first one shouting like we need to keep going and then run more. And the team does pick it up, and then the team does raises its level. So the first is the attitude, and the second, of course, show with, your shout it out that you're gonna, do it better. If there's a fight on the pitch, yeah, you need to be the first in there and calm it down, yeah. Kind of help the referee out sometimes because it's not always easy for them. But depending on as well, it's sometimes defending your teammates because they might be picked on by another team. and some clever, experienced team try and take advantage of you, like on you mentally. So I'll always be in there the first, and make sure that the voice of our team is being heard towards the referee, or making sure that the smaller players on the team are being protected.